after this, my wife's going to be dropping me off. We're going to be taking a trip to Kansas City, near Kansas City, to Kaw Point, which is the confluence of the Kansas City River as it meets the Missouri. So I'll be camping out there tomorrow night, and then after that, it'll be the start of a 340-mile journey that's going to take me to St. Charles at the Lewis and Clark Boat Memorial there, right on the river, right off the ramp. So it's a 340-mile journey. I expect this to be a multi-day journey. It is a race. It's the world's longest non-stop paddle race. And I'm going to be taking my 20-something-year-old Winona Canoe, C1 Jensen racing canoe. I've just rigged up a rudder on it, and I'm going to have a video where I go over the rudder assembly. And then I'm going to do a separate video on my nutrition that I'll be taking, but this is just going to cover the gear, primarily just the gear that I'm going to be taking. Okay, so I'm just going to start from left to right here. The first thing is going to be, I just have this old Garmin eTrex. This is just going to really tell me my speed. I can download routes on this, and I have downloaded the route to the Missouri River, but it's a river, and there is a current, and it is faster in the current, so you want to try to stay in the current. But for the most part, I'm going to be using my phone with an app that's actually specifically designed for this race. It's called RaceOwl that I'll be using. So this is just primarily to check my speed. It has a nice big screen, and it's an older one, so if I do lose it, it's not too big of a deal. So this is just going to primarily be my speed. It has a little clamp here that I use for it's an old broken GoPro clamp, and I'm just going to post that on my bracing in front so I can read my speed as I go. The next thing I'll be taking is a radio. This is a marine radio, and barge traffic is kind of one of your #1 safety concerns, and so this is going to be something that I can talk to the barge with. Luckily, I've had a job where I do interact with the barge, so I'm kind of familiar with it a little bit. But this is going to be a radio so that if I need to, for whatever reason, I can talk to barge traffic. Alright, so some safety stuff. I'm going to be having these Zippo matches. These are pretty robust matches, and of course I got the striker in there. I got them wrapped in a plastic as well as waterproof too. So kind of double protection there. So next thing, I got a tow rope in case I need it for have problems or something where lose a paddle, whatever, I can't row, get hurt, whatever it might be, I can be towed by the rescue boat. Alright, the next thing, just a real cheap poncho here, just in case it rains. Also got a protector that's going to be able to keep my medications in it, and all of my, Tylenol, ibuprofen. Next thing, I've got a Garmin Mini InReach. This is just going to be kind of a secondary tracker, and that way family, friends, they can keep track of me on the boat. Also a safety thing, so in case I get lost or whatever on the river, they'll know where I am. So I got some chem lights. These are not very bright, so you can pop them, look around your boat without taking away your night vision. Alright, next thing, I've got an emergency blanket, survival blanket. So it's not the most comfortable thing, but if I need it, it's going to keep you warm, help you survive a night, because it's supposed to get down to 50 degrees. So if you're wet, it's 50 degrees. There is a possibility of hypothermia. So next thing, I got cover case for my phone. So it's a waterproof case. I can wear this around my neck or underneath of my seat when it's hot, and I can keep it cool. Next thing, a couple tubes of gurney goo. If you know, you know. Next thing, I got sunscreen. You're gonna probably get sunburnt, but if you can try to prevent it for as long as possible, or at least alleviate some of the symptoms, that'd be good. Got a real simple first aid kit. I have some gloves here. This is the first year I've ever used gloves, but I always have a lot of blisters, so I thought this year I would try out gloves. Got a headlamp, just in case I need to find something in my boat and the chem lights can't do it. Again, protect your lips, your skin, all that stuff that's going to be exposed. So I got some chapstick here. And then I got a couple different types of battery banks here. This one is solar powered, so I can recharge it if I need to. Charge my phone and all the other electronics that I've got. And then I've got another one, and another one inside of the the waterproof case here, so I can put my phone inside this waterproof case and I can clip it on underneath of my seat, and it can sit there and it can charge, and if I flip my canoe, it's not going to be completely wet, it's not going to get lost. Another thing, I won't be using this all of the race, but I'm going to keep it in my canoe anyway, so in case my butt gets so sore, I need something, I've got a little bit of a backup. Alright, and because I'll be camping out the night before and could possibly camp out other nights, I've just got a real thin, this is a Army issued from my days in the Army. This is a bivy cover, really thin, but it's summer and it's going to be just enough. And if I need to, I've got my emergency blanket in there that I can fit in there as well. And a good thing about this is it is somewhat waterproof too, so if I'm on a sandbar or something and there's a lot of moisture, a lot of dew, I won't get soaking wet. Always wear a life vest. I'm going to be wearing this life vest. This is from NRS, and I got lots of pockets in here so I can keep a lot of different things, whatever I might need, nutrition stuff right there at the ready. Then as well, I got a whistle, which is a required thing to have on the race. And all of this is going to go into my waterproof case here, and that's going to get strapped like so on the front of my canoe. And so if I do flip, everything here will not get wet. And last thing is going to be this Nightcat pop-up tent. So this is real easy to put up. It's not as easy to put away, but I've had to practice a few times and I think I've mostly got it. And it's just a one-man, it's supposed to be a two-person tent, but it's basically a one-man tent. One bigger guy can fit in here pretty comfortably. And so I'll have a little place to get out of the rain if it does rain, which is in the forecast. So that is all the stuff that I'm going to take on the 340-mile Missouri River race.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it douse, not what I'm about, have your cloud, it be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me